Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, viewers. We are from Group 4, going to presenting our essay, with the title is Novel Coronavirus 2019, and the type of the essay is cause effect. Next, this is our member. We have 5. The first one is
me, Rahma Yulia Krismonika, and then
I am Muki Vera Octavia, then
I am Aisyah Roita Geria,
and it's me, Diana Ratnasari, and the last
I am Jella Viva, the last member of this group.
Now, I will explain what type of our EC and what kind of the organization. First is the type of EC. Our EC is cause and effect EC. What is cause and effect EC? We apply to cause and effect. Cause and effect is an EC to explain reasons why something happened or the effects of something. Jadi tujuannya adalah menjelaskan apa sih penyebab dari suatu kejadian atau penyebab dari suatu akibat yang terjadi. Nah, paragraph can be ordered as cause and effects or as effects and then causes. Then, now the kind of organization is chain method. The chain structure, which causes, is followed immediately by the effect. Jadi, seperti rantai, causes atau penyebab dapat menyebabkan suatu efek atau akibat, di mana efek tadi bisa menjadi suatu causes for the next effect atau penyebab dari suatu efek lainnya. Jadi serangkaian tadi adalah suatu penyebab yang menyebabkan terjadinya suatu akibat atau akibat akhir dari keseluruhan penyebab dan akibat tadi. Then,
So now, I want to tell you about the introductory paragraph before we get into the example that will be shown in this PowerPoint. Introductory paragraph is one of the main parts of essay that lets the reader knows what the essay will be about and to attract the attention of the readers. Jadi, introductory paragraph itu ngasih tahu pembacanya kalau esainya itu akan membahas tentang apa dan menarik perhatian pembacanya juga gitu. And in the introductory paragraph, the general statement is narrowed down into the thesis statement or explaining the importance of the topic. And the introductory paragraph have 3 parts. There is topic sentence, supporting sentences, and thesis statement. Jadi, topic sentence itu berisi tentang main idea dari satu paragraf itu isinya apa, kemudian didukung oleh beberapa kalimat dari supporting sentences-nya. Terus kemudian dirangkum kayak suatu rumusan masalah yang akan dibahas dalam essay itu di thesis statement-nya. So the example for the paragraph is buat topik sentence-nya ada coronavirus is a virus from Coronaviridae family that could spread easily around the world because it has a really unique structure. Kemudian disupport dengan kalimat-kalimat di sini. Contohnya, initially, authorities in China said that the first case of the coronavirus was discovered on December 31, 2019. At that time, the infection, which had symptoms similar to pneumonia, was believed to have originated from markets and marine animals and fish in Wuhan. Statistical data collected by Johns Hopkins University in the United States show that almost 82% of about 75,000 cases of coronavirus come from this region. In other words, this is the coronavirus epicenter. However, a study conducted by Chinese researcher published in the medical journal The Lancet claimed the first case of the coronavirus occurred on December 1st, far earlier than official information released by the government. And the thesis statement is, there are 2 things why coronavirus could spread easily around the world. First, the coronavirus morphology, and second is their own mutation ability. so that the spread of coronavirus really quick around the world and turned into a serious pandemic.
Okay, the next one is body paragraph first. Dalam body paragraph ini nantinya akan menjelaskan dari thesis statement yang ada di introductory paragraph. From the introductory paragraph, we know that the thesis statement first, the coronavirus morphology, and the second, their mutating ability. So, in the body paragraph first, wanna explain the coronavirus morphology. Contohnya di sini adalah topic sentence, yaitu coronavirus morphology make them easily transmitted. Kemudian kalimat tersebut akan didukung dengan beberapa kalimat lanjutan dalam supporting sentences, yaitu coronavirus is RNA virus that is not segmented. The virus is about 19 to 114 nanometer. The coronavirus has a field that includes the polymorphic RNA genome. On the surface of the sheet, there is protein spike shaped like root that is used as an identifier of the type and identification of the easily recognizable antigen. On the membrane, protein excites hemagglutinin esterase, or called HE. And then there are envelopment small membrane protein, or called E. Inside the protein membrane, there is a genomic RNA. This type of protein acts as the receptor and affect the infection process in human. Kemudian dalam supporting paragraph tersebut, supporting sentences tersebut akan disimbolkan dalam concluding sentence di paragraf 1. Di sini contohnya adalah the morphology structure give coronavirus ability to spread rapidly. Kemudian yang untuk thesis statement yang kedua akan dijelaskan di body paragraph yang kedua. To Vera, please.
Oke, maaf ada kesalahan teknis. I will explain about the body paragraph 2. Jadi tadi di thesis statement telah dijelaskan bahwa there are two things why coronavirus will spread rapidly throughout the world. The first is their morphology yang telah dijelaskan dalam body paragraph 1, dan the second is their mutation ability yang akan dijelaskan dalam paragraf ini. Topik center dari body paragraph 2 ini yaitu the mutation ability of coronavirus make them spread easily. Ide pokok dari topik sentence ini yaitu mutation ability of coronavirus, dan ini terhubung dengan thesis statement. Dan hubungan ini akan menjadikan sebuah esai itu koheren. Topik sentence ini akan didukung oleh supporting sentences, yaitu viruses containing the RNA genome are easier to mutate that DNA viruses, therefore it is easy to form new variations that can't be overcome by the host immune system. Supporting sentences yang pertama ini didukung oleh beberapa detail di kalimat-kalimat berikutnya. Davy 2018 stated that RNA viruses have high mutation rates, up to 1 million higher than their host. It is correlated with enhanced virulence and evolvability. Unlike the DNA viruses, the absence of a mechanism for repairing mutations in RNA viruses lead to very high mutation rates. Detail-detail pada 3 kalimat ini mendukung supporting sentences yang tadi yang menyatakan bahwa mengapa virus dengan genom RNA itu lebih mudah bermutasi daripada virus dengan genom DNA. Supporting sentences berikutnya yaitu initially coronavirus receptors are found in mammalian cells or zoonosis, but now it has a compatible receptor attached to the human respiratory system, the ACE2 or angiotensin converting enzyme 2. Supporting sentences ini didukung oleh kalimat selanjutnya yaitu an analysis notes that COVID-19 efficiently recognizes human ACE2 and this is increased their ability to transmit from person to person. Supporting sentences tadi bersama dengan detail pendukungnya ini mengungkapkan mengapa virus corona itu sekarang lebih mudah bertransmisi dari orang ke orang, yaitu karena reseptor virus itu telah ditemukan di manusia, padahal dahulunya ditemukan di mamalia. Dan virus itu dengan mudah mengenali reseptornya di manusia sehingga meningkatkan kemampuannya bertransmisi. The last part of this paragraph is concluding sentence. Therefore, because of their great mutation ability, coronavirus could easily spread throughout the world. Teknik yang digunakan untuk membuat concluding sentence ini adalah restate dari topik sentence. Next.
Okay, now we are get into the last part of the paragraph, that is concluding paragraph. In the concluding paragraph, is actually summarize all the essay. There are many ways that can be used for write a concluding paragraph. In this case, we use two strategies to write a concluding paragraph. Okay, now I will read the concluding paragraph first, and then I will explain you the strategies. What is the strategies? In the other words, the novel coronavirus is easily spread to other people and become potential pandemic because it has unique shape and structure, genome composition that is easily mutated, and wide range of spread. Furthermore, genomic variation is the main key to mutating coronaviruses because the structure of RNA is simpler than DNA. This is evidenced by the change in receptors from animal to human. So, jadi dalam concluding paragraph ini kami menggunakan dua strategi. Yang pertama yaitu summary of the main points yang ditandai dengan warna merah, dan yang kedua adalah the writer's opinion yang ditandai dengan warna hijau. Jadi the summary of the main points yang berwarna merah ini menunjukkan tentang main idea yang dibahas pada body paragraph 1 dan body paragraph 2. Jadi merangkap kedua itu maka dihasilkan suatu kalimat unique shape and structure, genome composition, and the wide range of spread. Dan yang kedua yaitu the writer's opinion atau opini pribadi penulis yang ditandai dengan warna hijau, yaitu menunjukkan opini penulis tentang kenapa coronavirus ini lebih mudah menyebar, yaitu karena variasi gennya yang menjadi kunci utama kenapa coronavirus itu sangat mudah sekali menyebar dari hewan ke manusia, dari yang sebelumnya dari hewan ke manusia menjadi ke manusia, human to human. And next.
So guys, this is the end of our presentation and explanation for our essay. Thank you for your attention, and we hope that our explanation can help us to make an essay. Don't forget to wear your mask everywhere and wash your hands. Stay healthy everyone. Thank you and see you.